So I brought some friends with me tonight, and I just wanted to share a story about each of them with you. We have the very famous Granny Smith. This Granny Smith is just under 2 months old and has been in my refrigerator because I actually picked it with my own hands. We love doing things with our hands, don't we? I know that the money I paid for this apple is going to go to Cedric Lethbridge and his family in Bilpin, which is about 40 minutes drive from my parents' house in Castle Hill. I know that the orchard practices integrated pest management systems so that they minimise the use of chemicals on their farm. That makes me happy. This shiny red delicious is actually 1.5 years old and has kept looking this good because it's been in a fridge for the last 1.5 years, a special fridge. Woolworths tell me that it's from a farm in New South Wales, and they tell me that the farm is owned by the Montague family and they're third-generation farmers. So I did a little bit more digging and I found out that the orchard is based in Batlow. That's about 5 hours south of here, or 470 k's on a truck. I also found out that in its lifetime, it may swim in a mixture of 42 different insecticides, 25 different fungicides, 5 different growth regulators, and 1 herbicide. Does anyone want to buy it? Pink Lady, the last one, my favourite of them all. She's either 4 months old or 1 year and 4 months old, I'm not too sure. She was definitely picked in April of some year. But she's actually destined to live her life in the United Kingdom, where we export a lot of our apples. She will travel the 17,000 kilometres to the United Kingdom in comfort, refrigerated style, but when she lands, she'll actually be worth her weight in carbon dioxide added to the atmosphere. So we have 3 very different apples, different stories, different impacts on the environment and on the communities that they came from. And if you're like me and you pick an apple for reasons more than just taste, how do you know which one to choose? The youth food movement, it took us about 2 days and probably 8 hours in total to understand the life of an Australian apple. But we did this for you, so that when you have to go out and make a decision that is good, clean and fair, you can do it like that. The youth food movement are growing a generation of young Australians who know the stories behind the fruit, who are knowing what they're paying for when they know what community they're supporting when they buy an apple. And in turn, they demand a food system that's secure, one that's healthy, one that's happy, one that, like all circles of life, gives back to the land from which it takes and feeds the community that supports it. Vibewire would really help the youth food movement take it beyond Sydney. We've spent the last 1.5 years figuring out who we are, who we're not, what actions we want to take, and what outcomes we want to see in the community. For us, Vibewire would help us refine our community engagement strategy so we can take it out of Sydney to other communities in New South Wales, and then nationally. They would link us to leaders in the field so that together we can walk a straighter path than if we were walking on our own. And we'd all be enjoying apples together and sharing the fruits of our labour. Thank you.